guys, it's me, Delfits. Today, we're starting our C++ journey.
In 2026.
Anyways, let's cut the crap and get this over with.
You stupid.
Okay, let's create a new project. Console app is what we need. And yes, I'm gonna use CS songs throughout the whole video. Come on, bro, that peak. Okay, we're in. Now you should get a basic hello world here. Let's read these comments to understand how this works. This file contains the main function. Program execution begins and ends there. Right, bro, thanks for the info. That was a solid 10 out of 10. So let me explain. The main function is an entry point of a C++ program. It's like the main door off a public bathroom. You have to enter the bathroom through this door. And don't say shit like, bro, I can just enter through the window. There are no windows in a public bathroom, no, bro. Okay, now let's break it down line by line. So first we have this. Include iostream. This line includes a library called iostream. So what the exact fuck is iostream? Let's break it down. IO stands for input and output. A stream is basically a continuous flow of data. Just like a river. Data can flow into your program or flow out of it. That's why it's called an input-output stream.
And of course, Frostwalker knows to work on this one.
Next, we have this weird-looking line. This line prints out hello world to the console. Now you might be thinking, what the hell are these weird symbols? Let's break it down. STD stands for standard. It's the way to call standard library. Count is the output we were talking about earlier. It belongs to standard library. But like I said before, if we don't include iostream in the first line, we can't get access to this tool, and you'll get errors like this. Okay, now to these quotation marks. The quotation marks tell C++. Hey, this is a piece of text. Everything between these two quotation marks is treated as a string. I know you're probably gonna ask this. Well, the skibidi is a string. A string is basically a sequence of actors connected together, just like an actual string. What an interesting naming right. Much better than your stupid Minecraft username. So what's the difference between plain text and quoted text? And phantom text? I just told you C++ treats everything inside the quote as a string. But what does that actually mean? String will be stored as data, instead of running as code. Okay, now we know how ++ handles string. Let me ask you a question. What if I want to type a quotation mark inside the quotation marks? I'll give you 3 seconds to think. Actually, no. Let's just see what happens if we put a quotation mark into the quotation marks directly. Missing closing quote. What the fuck does that even mean? Settle down, children. Let's break it down. It's actually very simple. So C++ reads your code from top to bottom, and from left to right. So when it sees the first quotation mark, it thinks your string starts here. And when it finds the second one, it thinks your string ends here. So the middle one doesn't really get treated as part of the string. It gets treated as a closing quote. So why does it still tells you? You know your closing quote is missing. Because you started a new one and never close it. So what do we do now? Just give it up here. Now allow me to introduce. Okay, that's enough, I'm out of budget. So what does backsplash do? Backsplash is an escape character. It tells C++ to treat the next character differently. So you can just type backsplash and quotation mark to put a quotation mark into your piece of string. Let's try it. Now back to this line. I'm sure this line doesn't seem that weird to you anymore. But if you watch the video, you must be wondering, I thought you said the backsplash makes the next character part of the string. Why the fuck is the end backsplash not being displayed? I could say that C++ treats the next character differently. The fact is, the end was actually displayed. Just not in the way you think. Then told C++ to move A to the next line. It's a type of escape sequences. Alright, we've made this. So you haven't told me one of those weird looking symbols! I know, shut your bitch ass up. First, double colon. Double colon is scope resolution operator. Basically, it tells C++. I want to use something from the scope. So in this case, hey, I want to use code from standard library. No. What about these double arrows? It's the insertion operator. So when we use it with count, it means
Send this thing into the output stream.
Finally, we have this semicolon. This thing just works the same like a period in normal English sentence. It tells C++. You aren't done with this statement. Okay, in this episode, we learned about how a basic Hello World program works. And I'm out of meme. Subscribe for part 2.